All right, welcome to this video and to my channel here. We're going to be reviewing today an entry-level drone. I recently made this purchase. I'm not a drone person at all. There's a lot on the market and it's very overwhelming. Which one should I go with? How much should I spend? And look at this one, bite size, good enough for kids and 40-year-olds like myself. Although I'm kind of a kid in a 40-year-old's body, I should say. But nonetheless, here it is. Definitely for entry level, right? There's nothing super crazy fancy about this thing, but it is very well made and of quality. I don't review things that are junky or trash. Only things that I personally own or would recommend, right, purchasing. So here we go. Out of the box, we've got batteries. We've got the remote control, which does not have a screen. You use your phone, and most drones at this entry level, and even all the way up to like $300, will operate the same way. It has an app that you download, and we'll be going through all of that. I'll show you how that works and whatnot. By the way, if this is your first time to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Click the like button, subscribe, and share the video with somebody that you might think would want a drone. All right, here we go. Back to business. So we're going to charge up the batteries. It's right out of the box, brand new, and it does come with a cord. You have to provide the wall adapter yourself, and the red light indicates that it is actually charging. Now it does come with 2 batteries. Total flight time depends on ambient temperature, what you do with it, wind conditions, so I can't actually say. I will put links down below for this and other drones that are kind of similar to this, so definitely read those specs and you can make that judgment for yourself. But at this level, it's not going to fly for like an hour and a half, for example. It's going to be 15-20 minutes kind of thing at the most, and then you'll have to switch it out. So, and this is the winter time outside while I'm making this, so the battery life was reduced a little bit. But anyway, so this one folds up, so that's a great advantage if you're looking to travel with it. It folds pretty easily every time. You do have to take off the actual guards. They're little plastic clips that pop on and off really easily. There's nothing, you don't need a screwdriver or anything like that. And that prevents the propellers from being damaged if it runs into a wall or something, right? And I assume if you're watching this video and you're interested in this drone, you are a novice like me, which means if you've never flown one of these before, you're going to be running into walls. There's just no way around it. So, and I do recommend that you do it inside, and we're going to boot it up here. You can see what it's like flying it. We'll turn on the camera. Yes, it has a camera, and you get a sense of what that's like, but definitely test it out inside first before you take it outside, because you don't want it flying over the fence or doing something crazy and wacky and wild, and then you have to go track it down or you lose it, right? So that would be my advice. It's not super heavy at all, and you'll have to read up on whether you need to register this with wherever you're viewing from, right? With the FFA, or if you're a business, for example, I think you're under some different guidelines there, so you'll have to certainly research that. Now the remote control itself takes 3 AAAs, and we'll go ahead and get that booted up. And we'll tighten that down with the provided screwdriver. Here are the controls. Got a couple of joysticks. Think of like, a video game controller, right? That's what it's basically what it's like. There's the camera on the front, and it boasts a pretty nice camera. We'll actually boot that up and see what that's like. It's not 4K or anything like that. You're not gonna get that at this price point. This thing unfolds. This is kind of cool. Unfolds, and then that will what will lock your camera into, or your phone into place, and you sync it up and whatnot. Here are the buttons, and the instructions will tell you exactly what does what, right? And there's the camera button, the video button, and this thing does some pretty cool tricks and whatnot. So the battery is powered up. We'll go ahead and turn on, battery is charged up, excuse me. We'll go ahead and power on the actual drone, and we're going to connect it to our secure network. And that basically links up your phone to the actual drone, right? Okay, so I have an iPhone here, and it could be a little more secure, but I did not have any problems with it falling out, which is obviously good news. Now we're going to boot it up. And you do have to sync the remote itself by holding down the joystick. There's a couple of things you have to do. Move it up and then move it down. The instructions will walk you through it. You have to do that each time. And then the green blinking indicators light and there'll be a beep too that tell you, okay, it is synced up and ready to go. So that is important to know. And again, those instructions will tell you exactly what you have to do. It involves holding the joystick, pushing the joystick up and then down and then holding it in a certain position. And that helps to, I think, align the steering mechanism so that it knows if the joystick is, at default pointing up or if it's, pressed to the left or whatnot. So here it is. I'm capturing it through my phone. So this is kind of what you can expect to see now this is inside at night, and you can see it's flicking between kind of an orange and a blue. So that's probably, the camera adjusting depending on light conditions. So don't fly it in the evening. Well, you can. I mean, it's fine. You can see. Let's take it outside for a better display. Oh, okay. I am definitely in need of some practice here. All right, so it's taking off. This is kind of it hovering. You can definitely hear it. And it does drift a little bit. Again, this is an entry-level drone at the $50 price point. Okay, and that's it. I'll just kind of show you what it looks like tumbling. So again, you want a drone at this level with the propeller protectors on them. There we go. Now I'm getting the hang of it a little bit more. Kind of took off to the left there on me very sensitive. So don't be confused at my lack of skill flying a drone and the quality of this little guy. This thing is indeed pretty cool. My son loves it. My daughter's a little frightened by it. There we go. You can see it kind of moves around, and there we go. And this is a screened-in porch, but it's pretty cold outside, so I'm not going to go out and... We'll go out on the porch a little bit, but I'm not going to, go hang out in a field at, 0 degrees and do this. Okay, so it's kind of late afternoon, early evening. There's the video. This is direct video captured from the drone, not captured via my phone, right? But actually, or a screenshot on my phone, but actually the file that was created and imported into my phone taken from the camera. So it's a pretty good little camera. Again, at this price point, you'll be lucky if you can find one at this price point with a good little camera on it. And it does pictures as well. Here's just some more slow-mo shots for you. Get an idea of what it's like in air. Note the blinking LED lights on the drone. That's kind of neat. So you know it's there, and you can fly it at night. And again, this thing's really small. You can fold it up. We'll put it all back together again, but we'll take a look at what damage was done too. How did those propellers and the guards hold up? Now, as far as landing, you can see pretty good landing, I think. Don't be judging. I need some practice, but okay, so when you import the files through your phone, that's kind of what that looks like. Now let's look at the propellers. Got a little bit of scratch. We kind of banged it up out there on the screened-in porch, but it's holding up pretty well, and it does come with replacement propellers and screws if you need to replace those. But if you use the guard and you're pretty much outside, or certainly there's a learning curve, but you can master it, of course, you'll be fine. No damage to the camera at all. No scratches, no dings, so that was good to know, although in theory that could be damaged, right, if it impacted correctly or in such a way. Now we'll go ahead and take these guards off, and we'll fold it back up so you can see what that's like. And the little wings collapse just pretty much reversing what we did before when we unboxed it. So the wings kind of fold in and the propellers fold down on that, and then you can, buy a case or use the original case like that. And that's it. Overall, a recommended entry-level drone for adults or kids. Thanks so much.